All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this session, our common hour. I'm here with, we have Gary, we have Beatrice, we have Evans, we have Natalia, and myself. I'm Kevin. I'm glad to see you all and that our team is growing and also we are able to move very much faster. So, initially, we had discussed with Natalia that he will, in this session, she would take us through how to handle the bots sending us spam texts, and so that we'll be able to prevent this issue that has been bugging us for a while. So, Natalia, are you ready with like a presentation or a talk? Natalia?
She probably has some issues with the mic.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Natalia.
So I will ask until like okay. She said like she texted okay. So again, what we're discussing? We're discussing how to
Solve the challenges that we've been having with our websites, the spam text that we've been receiving for quite some time. We had discussed
as
this
a
with Nat.
comments as a
Yes,
yeah
the comments.
as a comments yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're discussing about requirements to our websites. Yes, correct. Cool.
hmm Yeah, specifically this issue. And also we have some other requirements that I managed to develop, but this we'll discuss in in our roundtable tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. So like the core idea is that the websites. Oh, it's Natalia.
Oh, okay. Have some troubles with my microphone. I'm not. I want to record a new video for this for the
Okay.
issue with LDAP, and now I set up plugin for our WordPress, but can't log in. I need some time more for this issue.
Oh.
So you kind of what you're saying, there is a plugin, right? Like LDAP plugin, which can be uploaded to the websites, right?
Right.
And then people instead of going to like the registration of the websites, separate websites, they will go to register in our applet, right? So like all the registration will be unified. But as of now, you didn't succeed to put our like LDAP credentials, or how does it work? You install like a plugin on the website, right? On the WordPress.
Yes. I installed a new plugin, and I need a new role for new users. And when I turn off login with WordPress users, I think we can lose our access to this website, and I need more time.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
This is good, but this is a good idea because right now the challenge is that many bots are coming to our websites and like just spam them, right? So instead of using this like many different registration, we will just send people to applet registration. Okay,
Correct.
that's good. It's a good. It's a good development.
Yeah.
So So before Kevin started recording, I talked about that kind of Kevin tried to register on Applet, didn't have any issues, but Clinton and Beatrice and Brian Dominic, Dominic Brian, they failed to do this before. So Kevin said, I will record the video, how to register. Maybe video will be better. We also had some like description somewhere, but the video will be definitely good idea. From someone got to applet.net, right?
Yeah.
To get to the welcome space.
Correct.
And yeah, this how to from applet.net to get to welcome space. Yeah, this I like the idea of this video. I really like the idea of this video.
Yeah, and also I noticed that after registration, you land on the KenyaX space. Is it what we wanted to do, or this should be changed as well?
Welcome
Should be
space, welcome
welcome
space.
space. Uh-huh. Okay.
But I tried. Did you try on the desktop or you tried on their mobile device?
On the
Because
desktop.
can you try on the mobile device too? Because maybe this is the issue. I tried to register on mobile device and it didn't send me anywhere. It just kicked me out. And I tried, yes, and then I tried to log in back or like re-register again. They say the user already exists. So the system created the user, but again, it didn't send me anywhere. It just kicked me out.
Okay.
Can you try on mobile devices?
Try on the
Device
mobile
with
as well. Yeah.
what mobile do you have? You have Android or Apple or
Apple.
anything else?
Apple. Yeah.
Yeah, because I tried on Android. Maybe it can be different experiences too. But try on Apple too.
Okay.
At least try to Apple, and someone will try on Android.
Yeah. All right.
We before Kevin started recording, we also had a discussion that Evans tried to take over like a bottom of the funnel project, but I feel first of all we didn't succeed too much. He developed some like SOP, and then for community board, then we stopped it. And for now, I propose to postpone this, and maybe kind of because kind of his work, but Clinton and Beatrice, they will take a look at this. As soon as they will be able to get to community board, they will take a look at this, and they will possibly suggest something else, because we need to have this community board working. I thought like I will be making decisions, but at the same time, I started working with our people from Kisi, and I found that kind of like many different payments and different names, and Dominic turned out to be like Brian, and Brian turned out to be Dominic, and I couldn't understand at the very beginning. I say, oh, Brian had this money, and then it's the money for Dominic. Like I would prefer to have this centralized in central place, so in which we will kind of make all financial decisions. And if we can do this community board, it will be kind of cool. It will be good. So hopefully, kind of Clinton and Beatrice will take a look. If not, we'll move further. I also tried to work with Brian, Dominic Brian, but we didn't go too far, because when I just say, oh, do this, right? People do this, but they are not delivering me what I thought that they will do, right? So I'm talking about the deliverable. So from like this second sprint of common hour SOP, we didn't deliver anything, basically. No common hour came up. By the way, you're calling this common hour. It's not common hour. Let's rename it. Let's kind of our meeting, this meeting, let's call it this week. This
Okay.
week. Why is next this week, right?
All right. Okay.
Because this is not a common hour. We discussed that we need to have some event for people who just want to plug in, to plug in with no
Oh,
any kind of there.
no agenda.
So it's, yeah, no agenda, no, unless community board will decide some agenda. But generally just show up and kind of ask questions. So
Yeah.
this will be like a common.
Okay.
Evans left, I see.
All right. So, like, what else I wanted us to discuss is we have two SOPs that we need to review. We have the website requirements and also SOP for recording. And for SOP for recording, we have a roundtable for tomorrow at around this time. So I shared this event with Gary and Natalia, and also want to invite Beatrice and Clinton as well to this event.
Whomever else, but they need to have a chance to review what they will be discussing. Otherwise, they will get lost when they get there.
Yeah.
They need to have kind of a document to review initially and ask questions, right?
Yeah, and also we have these documents uploaded on Odoo users, the files, the proposals that were shared with the freelancers. We have them uploaded on Odoo users. So are you proposing we postpone this event until we find a solution to plug them in on CNM Cyber?
I would prefer to plug them in because they are, from what I understand, they are eager to get started.
Yeah.
They feel like they are kind of lost a little bit. And for us, it's better to plug them in, kind of, and see what happens.
Okay.
So I would prefer to have them in, yes.
All right. Okay, so I think so for this week we'll work on plugging Clinton and Beatrice and Dominic into CNM Cyber. They get acquainted with the pages that we have there and also sort out the registration issue that they're having. And so for next week, when we'll have this session.
Yeah, so right now we work on basically on several like deliverables, right? We need to work on several deliverables. One deliverable is website requirements, right?
Correct. Yeah.
What our websites should have in common, like applet registration. What else? What our website should have in common, right?
It should like auto response.
Yeah, some kind of auto response. What our website should have in common. Like my requirement is that like our websites need to move the traffic to the invite page, right?
Correct.
So this is the primary responsibility to move the traffic to the invite page. So it must be stated somewhere. It must be a requirement for every website. You are missing this part.
No, it's documented in
So,
the draft that I created.
okay, yeah, you missed before. Okay, cool. Kind of, so
Yeah.
we'll review it.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel another requirement which I was missing before, and
Mm-hmm.
what also kind of needs to be discussed. The
Yeah.
website needs to be like workable. So let's say, for instance, if Clinton says, "I want to work on this website," right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of how he will get in. Will you be manually to put him kind of in charge, and then kind of I don't understand a little bit. We need to think on how these websites
Mm-hmm.
need kind of how to make the websites a place of practice.
Okay.
This another, because all the websites will be place for practice, right? So
Yeah.
how we will move this kind of from website itself to website as a place of practice. Um,
Do you
so
mean like
it is one.
create? Do you mean like create admin credentials for someone who wants to practice on working on the website?
We need just to think, let's say, if someone
Mm-hmm.
wants to kind of, we appoint some people, like, we will have the job. For instance, Kenny X, right? Kenny X is
Mm-hmm.
not perfect right now. So
Correct.
technically, we need to do like sprint 2, right?
Correct.
So if 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 we operate how we design it, right? It should be
Mm-hmm.
this way. We need
Mm-hmm.
to post this job,
Mm-hmm.
work on sprint 2 for Kenny X, right? To post it
Mm-hmm.
somewhere, WiseNxt
Yeah.
Kitchen or kind of the website or Odoo or whatever we'll choose, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
whatever we'll, and then people need to kind of to
Apply.
compete, right? Say,
Yeah.
oh, like Evans will say, I did sprint 1, I want to do like sprint 2, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Clinton would say, oh, I want to try. I never tried, but I want to try, and I have interests and I have time, right? For instance, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then on the community board, we talked and say, okay, kind of, um, Evans probably will better do like Senem Cyber or whatever, but let's give it to kind of Clinton, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then at this moment, what will happen? I don't want, like, then we will start thinking, oh, like Kevin, what should we do? Natalia, oh, what should we do? Oh, we need to create kind of an office hour. Oh, we need to discuss how to plug kind of Clinton into the website. No, it must be kind of, it must be organically. It must be already pre-designed how to
Mm-hmm.
do it.
Okay.
Natalia gave a good idea, by the way, in our last like meeting. She
Mm-hmm.
she proposed, instead of assigning credentials to kind of, let's say, from one person to another person, she proposed to just create a VM. Will be, let's say, VM. Um, I will keep kind of the same example, right? VM,
Mm-hmm.
let's say Kenny X admin, right? VM.
Mm-hmm.
And from this VM, it will have its credentials for Kenny X, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So so instead of going to WordPress and assign like admins or not admins, like do it manually, right?
Mm-hmm.
We will just give kind of credentials to this VM. This
Correct.
is a good idea. This is the good idea. And the same idea. So let's say we have one SOP is for websites, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another SOP which we need to have is for recording, because
Mm-hmm.
recording is a must. And
Yeah.
it's kind of, it looks like a good job which you did with Natalia. Another SOP must be for registration, right? So
Mm-hmm.
someone can register, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But also kind of SOP and video will be helpful. So if you do like a video, Kevin,
Mm-hmm.
so we can give someone a job to describe it, right? For
Yeah.
someone who doesn't like videos.
Mm-hmm.
But this description can be a part also of kind of another ideas. Another SOP which we talked about, it's a common hour, right? Common
Mm-hmm.
hour SOP by itself, like normal common hour, not this one. Common hour, like for
Mm-hmm.
people kind of who are about to join,
Mm-hmm.
like come there, or anyone with no agenda, just ask questions. Ask
Mm-hmm.
questions from nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And you proposed a good idea to collect questions in the response. And I
Mm-hmm.
see this in this way. Using Natalia's proposal, the same, we will do like a VM, which will
Mm-hmm.
be called Common Hour Coordinator, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Or kind of something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the person is coming to this VM,
Mm-hmm.
start / common video conference.
Mm-hmm.
And let's this video conference like going for 7 days.
Yeah.
So anyone can join at any time, ask any question,
Mm-hmm.
and we will put the text saying the event will be in like on like Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But you are welcome to ask your questions. You are welcome to submit, and the responses will be
Mm-hmm.
addressed either during the event
Yeah.
or we will be posted on frequently asked question page.
Mm-hmm.
So this is common hour is another recipe, right?
Yeah.
What else?
I
We
was
need to
also
have community. Yeah,
I was also like thinking about common hour coordinator space where we'll have all these credentials posted there as well as the SOP. So if like
correct.
you're assigned to be a coordinator for common hour, you just need to be invited to this space and you'll find
Correct.
all the
Correct.
information that you need.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
Hmm.
It's exactly what the best practice. Yeah, this is exactly best practice. Correct. Instead, we will just kind of give people, so let's say the space in Salem Cyber will
Hmm.
be their place where they can find everything related to this project, right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
So our goal will be just like moving a person to a
From one
space. Yes,
space to
cool.
another. Hmm.
Yeah, from one space to another space.
All right. You were saying something about another SOP.
We need to have the list of them. So let's say website, recording, common hour, registration, community board,
Hmm.
right? What
Yeah.
else? What I'm missing?
I think that's it. We'll find out more maybe later on.
Community board will be the most complex because we need to, I would say also kind of WiseNxt kitchen. So like, again, from what I see in the WiseNxt kitchen space, we will
Hmm.
discuss the backlog. And the backlog must also have what the challenge we had with Dominic Bryan, that because it was no acceptance criteria,
Hmm.
it was nothing kind of which he will know his success will be measured on. So
Yeah.
that is why he just like went in like in his direction. which is again, it's okay. We are kind of learning, training, but I don't want to repeat this experiment over and over. So in the backlog, acceptance criteria must be developed. I mean, for instance, for common hour, right? We'll say acceptance criteria is to hire someone from a site, like let's say through Upwork, give this SOP. If the person will be able to have this common hour, this SOP is accepted, right?
Yeah.
It will be a good test, right? It will be a good test.
Correct.
If you did it, if the person is able to follow and kind of get the result, and community hour is live free, and questions are collected, and their answers are captured and posted somewhere, success. If not, not success, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, if we have like acceptance criteria mentioned in the backlog, so we're okay, we are good.
Yeah.
And to discuss backlogs, or like from my perspective, we'll be discussing backlog on the WiseNxt Kitchen, and community board will approve or disapprove it. So instead of discussion on community board, whether what should be included, what should not, we'll just kind of accept or reject, right? Approve or disapprove.
Yeah.
And if I don't see acceptance criteria on anything, I will vote for disapprove, for instance.
Okay. Anyone in the
I'm
team
done.
who to thank you.
I'm done. I tried to kind of, I feel like when I am merging, I'm hijacking everything, and I don't like it. But I don't know. But you keep inviting me.
I'd like to invite Clinton or Beatrice just to say something.
Okay,
Put them on the spot. Yeah, Clinton.
I have been following, and I think I have taken enough notes, right from plugging in the community board, the backlog, and I guess it is nice that Kevin has said that we need to be plugged in so that we can have a look at what is there. We familiarize ourselves, we catch up, and then we can move along. I think we might be a little bit behind because you started earlier than us.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Clinton.
So I think by plugging in, us in will help us so that we can have a look for ease effectiveness on the ongoing project and the projects that are to come. For example, the Kenya Edge, the WiseNxt, and all the SOPs that are underway. So if we can have a look at what is on the CNM Cyber, and we join the board, I think Mr. Gary showed us some progress on the community board, but we weren't that much conversant with the same because I didn't have a look at it at length. So I think it is a nice idea that we get to plug in and have a look. Then our effectiveness will be of help to the board, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Clinton. Anyone else?
Okay. Just want to say thank you for today's meeting, and I'd like to get the information as Mr. Gale said. We try to send what you were supposed to send so that we can go through and know what we are supposed to do. Thank you.
Thank you too for being part of this.
No one will tell you what you're supposed to do, Beatrice. Like we can define what you're supposed to get done. what to do. It could be yes or no. So in terms of the registration, yes, what you're supposed to do. But I promise not to speak, but I failed to mention that with our new people, yeah, kind of the project energized, and kind of they brought some like new dynamic and new energy, which is cool. And I found that even Kevin and Natalia will kind of, I feel like kind of became more productive with their with their arrival, right? Because it's
Yeah.
kind of some kind of like a fresh blood kind of, how to say it, yeah, fresh blood arrival, yeah,
Mhm.
it's good.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
All right. Thank you all. Unless there's anything else, we may adjourn this meeting at this point.
Yeah, let's stop calling this common hour, because it's not a common hour as we understand it. Let's call it just like this
Mhm.
week. This week
Okay.
it will be kind of a better name for now.
Mhm. All right. Yes. Yes, Clinton.
I almost forgot. Now, how are we going to know that we have been plugged in so that we can have a look at the ongoing? How can we know that we're plugged in, or when shall we know?
Yes. So I'll share a video of how you will be able to register, and from the registration, it will also explain how you'll find the welcome space and the WiseNxt kitchen space.
Okay, thank you.
Kevin, when do you plan to record it?
Today.
Okay.
All right. Unless there's anything
Also,
else.
you will record the desktop, right? And
Correct.
you
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
check, because it could be different on the mobile device.
I'll also try on the mobile device and see what could be the issue. Oh, Clinton, were you trying to register on desktop or through your mobile device?
I was trying through my mobile device.
Do you have Android or Apple, Clinton?
Android.
What
Yeah.
about you, Beatrice?
I have Android too.
Were you trying to register on your mobile phone?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I tried on my Android and I failed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Natalia, what device do you have?
Laptop.
No, kind of like, I mean, did you try mobile device, register on Applet or not? What
Yes,
device do you
yes,
use?
of course. Usually more I use laptop, but I tried in mobile device too.
Which mobile device, Android or Apple?
Android, of course.
Android. Why, of course. Kevin used Apple.
Okay. Let's
Okay,
see. It's good.
got
All
it.
right. All right. All right. Thank you all for attending this meeting. We'll meet next week, same time.
I remember when we, it's kind of one second, when we work with my former partner Sergey from Ukraine, from Vinnytsia in Ukraine. We had a client And basically, Natalia, when she came to us, she initially worked on this project, and we did the website. For this client, and we didn't know how this website looks on the Apple. And the question is, because both of us has Android, me and Sergey, and we didn't know how it will behave on Apple. So what I did, I went to Apple Store like pretended to be a customer, and I took on the Apple different devices like iPad, like, and I check how our website look at the different devices, like pretending to be a customer, a potential buyer. Anyway,
It's interesting.
thanks so much, guys.
All right.
Thanks so
Thank you.
much. Bye bye.